Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD version. It is currently part 29 for my Let's Play, and it is the 31st of August 2017 as I'm recording this post-commentary. So basically, I wasn't really happy with my original commentary for this here. I think part 28 was okay in that regard, but I decided to just, do it all again, and I've had to close my windows here to make sure that there's not too much background noise coming in here. So yeah, it should be alright. So I was just mentioning here in my original commentary that it's kind of funny how you have this guy sitting here, and he's just casually standing around while I'm getting assaulted by a bunch of those weird enemies from before. If you do remember, in the previous video there were these enemies that were appearing, and he just kind of stands there and doesn't really care, so it's rather entertaining. But anyway, we are falling down into this hole and we're going to see what is going on in this island. I believe that this is all this island has to offer, and it's more or less a series of confrontations that, in the original commentary, I was likening to the Cave of Ordeals in Twilight Princess, but it's not really something that can be likened to that, simply because it's way, way shorter in this game. And I believe this is not the only instance where you have similar sort of confrontations like this in Wind Waker. I think that it does happen from time to time where you get in these sorts of areas, but that's just purely based on my memory. God, those birds outside are really loud. It actually sounds like I have my windows open. Those birds are so loud, but I actually don't have it open, so I don't really know what's going on there. But yeah, I can't remember exactly how many confrontations in total exist in this area, but it's nothing like the Cave if I could possibly speak, that would be excellent. Yeah, the Cave of Ordeals. It's true, it is a little bit difficult to say that quickly. Cave of Ordeals. There are a lot of O's in there. Cave of Ordeals, not really too many O's, but the point is that I kind of got tongue-twisted there, so I hope you can forgive me for that. But anyway, yeah, I can't remember how many levels are in the Cave of Ordeals, something stupid like 35. But here there are only like 4 or 5 confrontations here. I said here twice, just in case you didn't know I was talking about here, right now. Anyway. So as you can see, those moblins are hitting each other as per usual. I don't really know how much damage that does. It seems to do a decent amount of damage. There seems to be a set damage amount for those weapons, so like those big spears. They're more like, don't know what to call them. They're actually a type of, I think they're considered a sword, strangely enough, it's sort of like a polearm sword. I can't really, I don't know, kind of like, the naginata, but regardless, we got a piece of heart there, and I was kind of surprised that that's all we had to do here in this island or in this area. So yeah, that's a quick, easy piece of heart if you are looking to get all of the pieces of heart. Of course, because I do plan on this being a 100% run, I will be getting all of the pieces of heart. But I will, of course, before I actually try to get most of the pieces, I'm not going to get all of the pieces in one run. If you did see my Twilight Princess GameCube Let's Play, you'll know that when it comes to heart piece collecting, I will usually do it in bursts, so maybe I'll get, say, 10 heart pieces in one video, or maybe spread across 2 videos. I'll have like a period of time where I try to get some heart pieces, and then I take a break and do something else, maybe related to the game, or maybe a different side quest. I'm not really all for doing repeated stuff, it's, well, as in constantly doing the same thing over and over and over again for multiple videos to get something done, like all heart pieces or all treasure chests in this case. So, or all treasure charts, I should say, not all treasure chests. At this point, I'm reading some kind of message, I can't remember. All I remember is that none of them were decent, so yeah, regardless, you probably won't miss out on them too much. Well, you'll miss out on them technically, but you're not going to be upset about it when I tell you that they were all crap, so yeah. Anyway, of course, I will mention that I do end up using the, what is it called again? The Pro Controller, like the Wii U Pro Controller, that's what it's called, for this Let's Play, starting, I think, in part 32 or 33, one of those 2 parts. I think it was part 32 when I began to use the Wii U Pro Controller, and the reason why I decided to do that was because you can't see things like messages on the TV screen. I have to actually read it off my gamepad, and while playing on the gamepad is really good, at this point here, now this is a great example. What I'm doing right here is, I'm being a moron, as you can tell, with playing the song, because the analog stick was doing strange things, and I'm not going to explain that, but here, I'm having to play the Ballad of Gales just so I can show you where we are on the map. I can't exactly pull up the map any other way So that's the reason why I'm playing the Ballad of Gales here. I'm showing you what direction we're going while discovering these map sectors. Now, it's for that reason, and for the whole bottle thing, that I decided to use the Wii U Pro Controller. Honestly, the gamepad is great. It's a great way to play the game, but not if you're recording it. So, if you are recording it like me, I would definitely recommend using the Wii U Pro Controller, and I think you guys are going to much prefer the experience of watching this game when you can see all aspects of it. I think it's a little bit of a shame that you can't see things like the map, the item screen, bottles, stuff like that. Stuff that ordinarily would only exist on the gamepad itself. So it seems at this point that I will actually be cutting to some kind of area. I don't know where I'm going. I'll see you guys in a moment. That's what it was. I forgot to actually discover the sector with that underground area where I was fighting the monsters. I just remembered that right as I returned to that island to throw down bait. I didn't really know what I was doing there. I could just see in my original commentary that I, in fact, remained silent for a period of time, so I could see that I had decided to cut at whatever point, and it seems that I had indeed forgotten to discover this sector, so I was going back to the island to talk to the fish and do that. So yeah, I'll see you guys back at the other sector we were in before. Alrighty, so apparently we're back. Oh, I'm getting a bottle there. But yeah, of course, that was a little bit stupid. It's not the first time that I've actually done that, where I've just completely forgotten to collect a sector, or a map sector, from the fish, because, you know, when I do arrive at islands, sometimes what's actually on the island itself will distract me from why I'm actually discovering all of these islands. Well, rather, distracting me from the reason why I'm going to all of these islands. It's in fact that I want to discover them, and not just do the stuff that's in the islands, or on the islands themselves, rather. But anyway, as you can see, I am salvaging once again. It's very easy to see where to salvage, even when the ring disappears. When you do have those water rings, see how you have those circular rings that are on the sea that are caused by the water? I don't really know how that works, but that's an easy way to mark the position of wherever the ring is. So even if the ring disappears, you just remember where it was in relation to that circle, and you keep your eye on it. And it's really easy to get the ring, even if it disappears. But if it's like a flat sea, when you don't have these circles here, and you will see it later on in this video, it is very difficult to actually find where to salvage. Because, I mean, I always thought because it was... I always got it because I kept an eye on the rings. I always thought, well, maybe they're actually kind of lenient with that, but they're not. It's surprising. They're not lenient at all with the salvaging. So if it is flat sea and you don't have these rings to mark where the salvage point is, it's very difficult to actually get on target with the salvage arm. Once again, you'll see that later on in this video. But there really isn't too much for me to say at this point, other than the fact that I am indeed discovering all of the islands going east at this point. So I'm going along the top, and then I'm going to go all the way down south, then all the way east, then all the way north, and then discover all of the islands that are left over, which I think there will be 2 or something like that. I don't know. Most of them will be in those directions that I'm going, you know, just true east, and then as far east as I can go, and then going as far south as I can go. That sort of stuff is what's going to discover most of the islands for me at this point. So anyway, there are some enemy boats here hanging around this island. This is an island that we go to soon. We won't be going there immediately, and we won't be going there next when we need to do something relating to the game story, but it does relate to the game story indeed, so we will be going there. I can't exactly say when, maybe around part 40, I would say we'll be going to this island here, but maybe a little bit further along than that, or a bit further along the Let's Play than that, but we will see. Really depends on what I plan to do, because with me, I don't necessarily plan to do both of these dungeons as soon as possible. I like to do other things as well in between, like lots of side quests. I'm only going close to the island here so that I can pick up this bottle. I generally don't like to show the islands when I don't need to go there yet, so... But we will be going there, kind of, eventually. I'm sure that this Let's Play will have a lot of parts to it, actually, because... can't remember how many parts I had in my GameCube Let's Play. I think I might have done 50 parts, and I'm trying to remember how much I had done at that point in the game. I don't think I had done the Wind Temple yet, so... I did wait a while until doing the Wind Temple in that game, or in that playthrough of the game. So, I probably won't wait until like part 50 to do it this time, but yeah, I will take a little bit more time to do some side quests in between the two dungeons that we have available to us right now at this moment in time, in part 29. But there's some sharks going around. We're coming into Crescent Moon Isle here, and it doesn't really serve any purpose other than to A, collect treasure that appears in treasure charts, and B, to see the ghost ship at a certain point in time. And the ghost ship is something that is indeed required of us in this game. We do need to visit the ghost ship at some point, but it only serves one real purpose for us. And you need a certain chart to actually be able to go into the ghost ship. Otherwise you just kind of sail through it and it doesn't really do anything. But I believe that there is a place where you can salvage the ghost ship chart, I think. But I'm not too sure. I can't really remember, it has been a long time, but we don't have to worry about that until we finish both of those two dungeons that are available to us now. After that we will be doing the Triumph Forks crap, which is what this fish likes to tell us all the time. I'm pretty sure whenever we reach a sector that has one of those golden Triumph Forks that he likes to talk about, he will tell us about it, so yeah. There are a lot of them, and there are a lot of sectors that have them, so that's why he mentions it all the time. So, it's kind of annoying. I mean, you definitely wouldn't be doing it based on that. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm talking about something, but yeah, I don't really know. Regardless, yeah, it's not the kind of thing where you want to be asking the fish to find those locations. You'll be probably looking online. I mean, seriously. It's not like we didn't have internet in 2004 either, so like... Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest. I might listen to my original commentary and find out. Let me see. What am I talking about? Oh, I'm reading messages, okay. That's what the problem is here. You see, this is annoying when we don't have the original commentary here. Like, you, as far as you're concerned, you're just sitting here watching me doing nothing, so... Yeah, that kind of sucks. And I'm also watching myself doing nothing as well, which is not really ideal, to be fair, because... Yeah, anyway, if you could see the messages, that would be great, but no, you can't see them. But don't worry, that won't be continuing for too much longer, because as I said, in around part 32 or 33, I will be using the Wii U Pro controller. And there is a small story that goes along with that, but I'll allow my original commentary to tell that story. That is, unless the original commentary isn't up to standard, but anyway, we will see. So, it seems that we are now sailing off into whatever direction. I'm assuming that we are getting this shining salvage point. It is kind of weird that it shines, even though it's in like this black chest. I mean, it's obviously, once again, Zelda logic, do not question it. It's very important that you do not question Zelda too much. I mean, you can question it for fun maybe, but don't question it any more than you need to. Anyway, I think as I did mention at some point, there is salvaging in Phantom Hourglass as well, because Phantom Hourglass is quite similar to that of Wind Waker. I don't really know if any of you guys like Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks, the two DS Zelda games, but I really like them. I consider them to be absolute Zelda games. As you can see, one of the messages that I actually found in the bottle was a picture of Ganon, and that will be useful to us. And the ghost ship is one of those pictures there, so if you're wanting to know what the ghost ship looks like, well, it's in one of those pictographs, but anyway, yeah, oh, that's what I was saying. I was talking about the DS Zelda games. Pretty much with Phantom Hourglass, at the very least, I do like that game a lot. And I couldn't help but be excited when Spirit Tracks was coming as well, because I did enjoy Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass was one of my first Zelda games. I did play... what did I play before then? I'm trying to think if it was Twilight Princess or Wind Waker that I played first. I think I played Twilight Princess before I played Wind Waker. Yeah, definitely, that's right. Because... yeah, that's right. Okay, I just need to remember, because it has been a while, and I remembered that I played Twilight Princess and Wind Waker very simultaneously, I would say. Not necessarily my first playthroughs of both games, but I did play them a lot at the same time, so I'm just trying to remember when the first one was that I actually played. But Phantom Hourglass was a really good game in that it just, for me, it just had a really nice adventurous aspect to it. I just thought that it was... Because, you know, you had this sea, right? You had all these sea sectors that were undiscovered. Kind of similar to Wind Waker, but there was something about Phantom Hourglass that really intrigued me. Because you had, like, this whole open world. You had the sea split into 4 sectors, and you had this big open world in one sector, and you just wanted to get to the next sector every single time, and it really kept me interested in the game. And in the process, I really did have fun, like going back to the... trying to remember what it was called, the temple that was on the island that we were born on. At least, well, not that we were born on, what am I talking about? The island that we ended up going to. It's after the events of Wind Waker, we end up washing up on an island, and we... yeah, well, that island is the one with this reoccurring temple. I really enjoy going there as well, and it ends up being a location that... it's so unique for me. It's a really unique Zelda game. Because it's this reoccurring location that we go to when we finish a dungeon, I think. Like, every single time we finish a dungeon, we go back to this place and we go further and further down into this temple. It's like this reoccurring temple that we can only finish in sections at certain parts of the game, and it's super enjoyable. Like, I really love Phantom Hourglass. But it really does have a special place in my heart, simply because it was the first Let's Play that I ever did under the name of Doom Link, and as well as that, the first Let's Play I ever did, period. So that was really enjoyable for me, and I just... because that was my first experience doing a Let's Play, and I was watching Let's Plays for maybe 2 years before then. I originally did that Doom Link Let's Play of Phantom Hourglass in, I believe, March of 2009, and at that point, I was so ready to do a Let's Play, because I'd watched them for so long, and at that time I was Let's Playing Phantom Hourglass, which was the easiest one for me to record, because I didn't have a capture card at that time, and I only had a camera, so I recorded the screen of my, how do I say, my DS Lite at the time. And funnily enough, I could have definitely recorded emulated games, but I really wanted to kind of, I don't know, it just, none of the games that I really wanted to play for Zelda at that time were something that I could emulate, because I tried to emulate the GameCube, and that just wasn't working for me at the time. It used to be very difficult to emulate for the GameCube. I don't know if it still is, but at that time it definitely was. And, just trying to think. Yeah, because I wanted to play Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, for instance, for a Let's Play, but I couldn't emulate either of them, and I didn't want to record the television screen at that time, so I thought that it would be nicer if I recorded the DS, because one thing with the DS is that playing that emulated is really annoying, because you're using the mouse instead of the stylus. I was thinking maybe of using a drawing tablet instead, because I do plan to actually Let's Play Phantom Hourglass soon. I'm going to do it for my... I'm going to do it in 2019. That's when I'm going to do that Let's Play, because then that'll be 10 years of Doom Link Let's Plays. Next year will be the 10th anniversary of Doom Link the name, and then a year after that it will be the 10th anniversary of, you know, me doing Let's Plays in general, so yeah, that'll be really exciting. But anyway, yeah, Phantom Hourglass, really good game, but what I was wondering was if you guys felt the same way. I know at the very least the DS games aren't popular within the Zelda, you know, fandom, but I wonder if you guys dislike those games. I don't know. I don't know if you guys find them nice or what, but you should probably let me know in the comments just how you feel about those DS games. If you're not interested in them, then fair enough, but if you haven't played them, then I definitely recommend that you give them a try, because I think they're perfectly legitimate Zelda games. Because they're well made, and they have a strong adventurous aspect to them, and yeah, they really left a positive impression on me at that time, so I'd say that Spirit Tracks wasn't that fun. The most fun thing about Spirit Tracks was probably the train, you know? Because we, of course, had never been on a train before in the Zelda series, so it was quite entertaining to be on a train. And, of course, there was a whole mechanic involved with the train that was all new and exciting, so I'll definitely be doing a Let's Play of that soon as well. That's definitely going to happen eventually, probably immediately after Phantom Hourglass I'll try to do that. I wish I didn't have to wait so long, actually, to do those Let's Plays, but to be fair, I will be easily how do I say, occupied by other things that I'm trying to do, like other Let's Plays. I've got this Let's Play, I've got other Let's Plays. I'm trying to get this feather and I missed it, as you can tell. That was very stressful. But yeah, I can easily keep myself occupied with other Let's Plays until 2019, so yeah, that'll happen. It is weird that I'm talking about this in 2017, but yeah, time is a funny thing. It just goes, and then you're there, and then you do it. You do the Let's Play, so that's going to be the plan. As I've said many times before, I do plan to Let's Play pretty much every Zelda game ever made on this channel, and I don't know how long that's going to take, because I do want to Let's Play other games as well. I don't just want to do Zelda, but yeah, it's because I want to do other games as well that it's probably going to take a while for me to do all of the Zelda games, but maybe I should try to prioritize the Zelda games, you know? Could be a nice plan. But anyway, we are getting this map marked on our map. I don't really want to say that. More like this island marked on our map. Or this map sector drawn on our overall sea chart. How about that? But regardless, this is pretty much the last map that we are getting marked on our sea chart in this video, and then we will be done. I don't really know what I'm doing after this. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to be reading bottles for the rest of this video, so I'll probably end it here as far as my post-commentary, and then I'll just end the physical video as well while I'm at it. I suppose, as you can tell, I'm trying to salvage these things here, and you can see because it's flat sea, I managed to do it this time. I probably wasn't paying attention before, but I think I did miss one of those salvage places before when it was flat sea like this, but I didn't mention it because I was probably too busy monologuing, but yeah, as you can tell, purple rupee every single time, so it is worth it to really try and fish these things out, but yeah, I don't know. If it's too far away or too out of my way in general, I probably won't do it. That's not going to be on target, I can tell. Yeah, go to the other side. No, it's behind you, man. I think I guessed that it... No, you're still off target. I managed to watch it while I was doing the post-commentary here, just watching the video, but yeah, I kind of gave up on this one. I'm using my ears to listen for it, I think, at this point, but anyway, that's going to be all for this video, guys. I don't really do much else other than read messages and collect these salvage points. I will still be at this island when I pick up on the next video, so I thank you all for watching. This is once again part 29 for my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. The Legend of the Zelda, did I say? Oh god, the Zelda, yeah. Anyway, it is part 29, and I'll see you guys in part 30 of my Let's Play. Catch you guys then.